Yo, what up, Sinners? Infinite Sin back with another reaction. I appreciate every single one of you who checked out last week's reaction 2.0. It was great reading all your comments and being able to respond to all of them. I am having a pretty good night. I built on my programs all day. I'm working on 2 projects simultaneously, one for y'all and one for myself. Hopefully both of them will come out fairly well. I'm pretty confident they will. One's going to take a long time, one's going to be done quickly. Luckily, the quicker one will be done. That one will be for you guys, so I hope you enjoy that. When I get done with it, I will let you guys know. And if you've been following my Twitter or checking out my posts, you kind of already have an idea of what I'm working on, or at least a little bit of an idea. Today we're checking out Hooligan. I promised you guys I would check out Hooligan today. I don't think there's anything out video wise other than this. I know there's some choreography and behind the scenes and stuff that we can watch at a later point. Maybe I'll do some extra stuff this weekend and have a busier week next week, since I'll be home a little more and up late at night. That's when I record. And maybe I can give you guys some stuff to go with this and keep you guys entertained, keep me busy in the late night hours. After this, we're gonna be doing album listen for I always have to pause when I say this because I don't like to get it wrong. Arirang, yeah, Arirang. For the new album, we're gonna do an album listen through that, and we'll go through all the songs. Just to have a listen to everything and see how I like it all. So hopefully guys will be there for that. I'm hoping to record it all and then just release it all at once, so that you guys have a plethora of stuff to watch for a little while. And man, I've been busy, and I'm actually happy to sit down and just kind of take a moment to enjoy something besides all the other stuff I've been doing. Sometime this weekend I'm going to be setting up my Patreon and getting it ready for you guys. I have to change the tiers and watch the first episode of the show I'm going to be watching, but when I have it ready, I will make an announcement on Twitter and you guys will be the first to know. And if you don't know by the next release of videos, then I will let you know when it comes up, because I'll have a notification and everything else ready. So I've talked enough. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a great week. Let's sit down and watch Hooligan by BTS. All right, let's get this bread. Is it supposed to be doing that? Yes, it is. What's up, Jen?
Watch this beat go, we hooligan. We pop out, we acting a fool again. Hooligan. Watch this beat go, we hooligan. Where this baseline slapping so rude, dropping lower than drop this cruise.
There's the Rufio hair again. Notes of Black Swan. It's a lot of symbolism.
Watch this beat go when hooligan. Run this space, I stop it so wrong. Trapping lower than chuck this cruise. Hooligan. Watch this beat go when hooligan.
We gon' eat. The Michael Jackson lane. Yeah, military vibe with that look. Y'all calm down. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all calm down.
watch this beat going hooligan. We pop out, reacting on hooligan. Hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan.
Yeah, we the mess, gonna get a bigger mop, yeah.
No?
It's a cake, gotta get a better pop, yeah.
Okay.
You gon' hear this one playing round the clock, yeah.
You.
Round the clock, 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 clock.
Okay, I like the wordplay.
Hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan. Why this baseline slap is so rude? Drop it low and then chop this crew. Hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan.
Alright. Alright. I'm gonna wait till the end. Hang on. Alright, so that was pretty good. I enjoyed the beat. I think that was kind of the purpose of the song, or at least part of the purpose of the song. There's a lot of symbolism going on in this, even though it doesn't seem like it. I will go through it. Let's just check out the lyrics, see what the song's about first before we do that. If you're new here, I go through a reaction, I go through the lyrics, and then I go through an analysis. So if you want to stick around for any of the extra stuff, feel free, hang out with me. If not, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. If you're sticking around, I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. I just read through the lyrics. We're going to go over them together and see if we can understand completely what this song is about. It's pretty straightforward. It's all in English, or mostly in English. But I just want to take some time, slow it down, get an idea of what's happening in the song, what it might mean, what symbolism is where and how and such. I'm on Dualset. Dualset usually does a good job of explaining things. So let's go over this together. So it says, watch this beat going hooligan. We pop out, we act in a full hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan. Now, for those of you who don't know what a hooligan is, then you've obviously never been a bad kid to your parents, or you've never grown up in the country, because we use it a lot here, especially for names of children who are like defiant or like rowdy all the time. And we say, hey, you hooligans, settle down. You know, let's see, why this bass line slapping so rude? That's a great question. There's a great bass line in that song, man. Drop it lower than chopped and screwed. Chopped and screwed. Chopped and screwed, man. That's like, I'm from the South, man. This is where chopped and screwed came from. All right. And if you don't know what chopped and screwed is, it's when we talk like normal, and in post-production, we slow it down, and every single thing you say is really, really slow. Why this bass line slapping so rude? Drop it lower than chopped and screwed. Hooligan. Watch this beat going. Hooligan. Now, I think because they participated, at least 4 of them participated. I think it was the rap line and I don't know, is JK in the rap line? I can't remember. Anyway, all 4 of them participated in writing this song, or they assisted in writing this song. I'm pretty sure they had a lot of control over it. Let's see. Man, I'm about to blow a fuse. Out of control, head is spinning, jumping up and down like a madman. Me everywhere, so. Note, as used in Idol. It's a good song. It's a sound one would make out of excitement, or to bring out excitement when singing or dancing to traditional music in Korea. See, I missed this part, so when we go back and listen to it, we'll have to listen out for that. Somebody move, gather up everybody, 1, 2. I can never ever choose. Every one of you amuse. Let's look up what amuse is. Amuse. That's a band. I need the definition. Muse definition. To be absorbed in one's thoughts, engaging in thought. To consider or say thoughtfully, to think closely, to study in silence, to meditate. So really thoughtful person who concentrates hard on what they're doing. Okay, every one of you amuse. It's a crowd looking like a campus. Beat drop, we dancing. Watch this. Okay, then it goes back to the hook. So why is a crowd looking like a campus? beat drop, we dancing. Is it because like colleges have a lot of young people? Like massive amounts of young people. If a beat drops like at a concert, we're dancing. I don't know what this means. Can somebody like elaborate a little more on this for me? Because like crowd looking like campus. Maybe campus isn't the right word here. I don't know. I can just imagine a concert going on at a college campus and everybody just not going to class and jumping up and down and enjoying themselves. Okay, so we got the hook again. It says, watch this beat going hooligan. We pop out, we act in a fooligan. Hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan. Why this bass line slapping so rude? Drop it lower than chopped and screwed. That's such a, like, listening to it in the song, it was so harmony filled that it didn't sound so forceful as the first part of the hook, I guess. You know, so watch this beat, you know, and now it's like, why this bass line slapping so rude? Drop it lower than chopped and screwed. If you'd had that, why this bass line slapping so rude, you know, like that same momentum, but instead they used the harmony where they're like, right? So it was just like not as intense, and it was a different change up in feeling through one like chorus, right? Which I think is pretty cool. I didn't like notice how like that switch up, like how hard that switch up was until just now. It doesn't follow the same algorithm as the first part of the chorus, if that makes sense. So you have a switch up. That's it. You have a switch up. Okay. I go cuckoo crazy, loco save me. Like El Cucuy, it goes without saying. That's Spanish for the boogeyman. Right? I think I got that right. I think it's Spanish for El Cucuy. Meaning, El Cucuy is a mythical monster of Hispanic folklore, often described as child-eating creature that punishes disobedient children. Parents use the legend to scare children into behaving, warning them that El Cucuy will come to take them away if they misbehave. Oh, that's so messed up. Dude, if my mom and dad had ever told me that, it was like I was having a bad day and I was just being a nuisance or a hooligan in this context, and they were like, if you don't behave, we're going to let the boogeyman take you at night. I would never sleep, dude. I see the reference. Okay, let's see. Hooligan like hooligan. Smash up like hooligan. Time's up. Get out of the way. Out. All clear. Nothing else to report. Let's see. The note. I don't know what that says. Pronounced Isang Mu. Meaning nothing abnormal, is typically used in formal context in military settings. It often serves as concluding remark of a verbal report. Here it signals the end of Shooka's verse, as in that's your statement. Like, this is the report for the end of the day, nothing abnormal. You're dismissed. Type, that I think that says it. You're dismissed, right? Let's see. And that explains why he looked so serious when he was standing up and talking to those people. Take you out. What's the future? Where's the now? This is international. Make it unforgettable. Take you out. What's the future? Where's the now? This is international. Make it unforgettable. It's kind of like this subsection. So like take you out. Like it's not just repeating itself. He's like listing or talking about one after the other. Concurrent, that's the word. So it's like it's concurrent. It's not just him in repetition. It's him saying, I'm going to take you out, and I'm going to take you out, and then you're next. Like what's the future? Where's the now? So where do we stand? Where does everything stand? This is international. Make it unforgettable. In terms of speaking about the album, not just the song, this is an international album. They're doing an international tour. They're going to make it unforgettable, right? And I think they should, because they've been gone for forever, and we miss them, and it'll be awesome to see them. I particularly don't have tickets to go see them because I wasn't fast enough and I was broke. But it will be good to hear the stories about all the people I know who got to see them. I actually have somebody who lives nearby who's going to get to go see them, and I'm really jealous. Let's see. Watch this. I think it's the hook again. Yeah. Watch this beat Hooligan. We pop out, we act in a fool again. Hooligan. Watch this beat going Hooligan. We the Mess. Gonna get a bigger mop. Oh, this is RM. We the Mess. Gonna get a bigger mop here. We the Mess. Gonna get a bigger mop. There's such a, like, they're the story, like, they're the story, right? They're the event. You're gonna need something more than what you've had in order to deal with what we're bringing, right? This is that K gonna get a better pop here. So they're representing Korea, and we know that the boys are like super huge for the GDP in Korea, South Korea. And they brought a lot of fame to the area. Everybody I know, when we talk about BTS, they want to go see South Korea. I want to go see Seoul. I think that'd be cool to visit there and like see Big Hit High Studios up there. I think that would be awesome. Gonna get a better pop here. So they're the biggest thing there. That K. Gonna get a better pop here. Because while they've been gone, it to them feels like you haven't hit the mark. Like, I know that they've gotten close to hitting the mark. Like, there are other groups that have made some milestones, right, that have gotten close to what BTS has gotten, but not in the amount or the same way that BTS has done that. It says you're going to hear this one playing round the clock. Yeah, round the clock. And they have confidence in this song. Right? They have a lot of confidence. The song is a good song. I think it should play around the clock. I think it will play more in the States than if it were an all Korean spoken song. Just because that's the way our radio is here. At least it is in Texas. I still hear BTS songs on the radio, but they're in English. They're not any of the classics or any of the goodies that we know. And then we go back to, the last end of the hook. They did it twice. I wonder why. Why this bass line slapping so rude? Drop it lower than chopped and screwed. Hooligan, watch this beat going Hooligan. And then they do it again. Interesting way to round it off. So that's pretty cool. It sounds like they're pretty confident in their album release. Like, maybe there's no maybe here. They have a lot of faith in what they've produced and what they've created, and they're excited to be back, but they're also not fooled by anyone else at the fact that they have to come in and reclaim it. And then when you say, watch this, like, watch this, I'm going to show you, right? And now I know that they've had a lot of, like, in the past, in the beginning, they went to a point where it's almost Festa time. I just realized that. It's like tomorrow/today for the other side of the world. Happy Festa, guys. Sorry. I know in the beginning, you know, they were ridiculed and there was a lot going on. And then as they progressed into fame, it was easier for them to put things out. And as we did, like, when we did the BTU, and we went through the story and took the journey and did all the things, like, there's a lot of expectation there, right? And then they step away because they got to go do their civic duty. And 2 years, maybe a little more, some change has passed. And all these groups have come in and they're anxious, biting at the heel, like just nipping at the heels to try to get into that into that spot, replace that spot, or at least take over that spot. And we went over that with 2.0. And when you come back from something like that, imagine a comeback itself. And I feel like I can relate to this because I've been gone so long. Not in the fact that I can compete with anybody, but am I still relevant kind of situation. And so when you're coming back and you're not sure, right? You're not sure what you're walking into, and you're not sure if you should follow some schematic, and you're not sure if you should do this or you should do that. Y'all know last week I said I wanted to kind of try to cut my videos down to 10 minutes, and a couple of you rioted in the comments, which I thought was funny. I appreciated that. But in the end, I could make a 10-minute video if I wanted to, at least not over a music video, because I do too much and I enjoy finding out everything I can, and that takes time, right? And that is my schematic, but it's easier for me, and it means more to me when I take that time. But it's because I'm doing what I want to do, and in a way, that's what they're doing. They're doing what they want to do, regardless of like what the trends are right now. And I don't know if, maybe regardless of what their bosses are telling them. I don't know. To me, it kind of seems like they're their own boss, and this is them saying that we're going to do what we want and when we're coming back, right? I don't know. This was just an interesting song. I like the line work. I can't believe that. I can't believe that El Cucuy a thing. I'm still tripping on that. And then there was another line, and then the Muse. You know, they've been thinking about it a lot. We've been thinking about them a lot. I need to listen out for their is it Urso? I don't know. Ursu. Okay, I'm so country, God. And that's it. So we're going to watch it through again, and I'm going to kind of pinpoint some things that I saw that were pretty cool, and I want to talk about a few things that I noticed. And if you want to stick around for that, if you're still here, I'll see you when I get that going. All right, we're back. We're going to go through this video one time. I'm going to pay a little more attention to the lyrics from the captions, and I'm going to pinpoint some things out because there are a few things that I missed that I want to check out. And now that we've read the lyrics and I've kind of understand a couple more things, I want to see if I can notice them in here. The scene, the whole setting, is huge. It does remind me of Black Swan to a degree, because you got a stage and then the huge like setting in the background, resembling of an amphitheater. And if you notice, there's a mixture of items within the wardrobe. First off, the all black, right? Very resembling of like a Spec Ops military kind of outfit, but the rebelliousness of the different styles that are nowhere near a civic uniform, right? Some with this huge jacket this guy's wearing. He's got to be burning up. And then you've got a lot of metal, very resemblant of the early days, right? He's got tassels. This is J-Hope, right? Yeah, he's got the tassels on his pants. He's kind of just rebellious. Like there's a sign of rebelliousness to this. And the feathers are what's killing me because it reminds me of Black Swan, which takes me back to the beginning where I came in. Got the head bop. JK comes in looking like a biker. RM comes in with the haircut very resembling to the early days where he had the hedgehog cut, as I call it. It's not quite there, but the highlights are similar. It reminds me of Rufio from the movie Hook. A lot of ballet-like choreography going on. It's not quite elegant as ballet, but more of an abstract dance choreography. And that move with their hand, hang on, that move with their hand, that was in 2.0. Watch their hands here. I think I backed it up too far, or went too far ahead. Oh, there was the Ursu, and then there's the hand. Huh. So it seems like in that particular setting, that looked like they were saying everybody move, and it was like someone doing crowd control. So I wonder if that's what they feel like. They're trying to say that they're here to do crowd control. That would make sense. Here to do crowd control. Like, y'all get out the way. You know what I mean? Like the cops when they're like pushing you out of the way or not necessarily me or you, but like they pushed like the protesters out of the side so traffic can get through, or like the more important person can get through, whatever, right? That's what that whole scene just reminded me of. We'll watch that back. Check this out. Hand in the air like, y'all get out the way. So watch this scene. Like, they'll put their hands up and they're like, get out of the way, right? And then they drag him back. Like they're trying to move him. All right. We pop out, we acting a hooligan. Hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan. It's cool that they did a slower dance move in that area. It kind of sets it up for the chop and screw line. It's that they're eating. Do you ever heard that line where they say, "We eating out here, right?" So like, that's what this motion reminds me of. The very military style, like addressing someone, like looking down on them, right? Like when you're in a position where you have a superior, and especially in the military, your drill sergeant or your instructor, whoever, your commanding officer is going to look down on you and give you straight commands, especially if you're like a wild child or a hooligan in this case. That's how they're going to talk to you. They're going to talk down to you, right? Even if you're taller than them, they're going to talk down to you. That's what this... Sorry, there's no issues here. Carry on. I see y'all looking. Watch this bit going hooligan. We pop out, reacting on hooligan. Hooligan. Watch this bit going hooligan.
Yeah, we the mess, gonna get a bigger mop here. This a cake, gotta get
such a good line.
You gonna hear this one playing round the clock, yeah. Round the clock, 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 clock. Why this baseline slapping so rude? Dropping lower than chop the screw.
I love how the harmony line, everyone in the harmony line got to sing part of that, or it got to do that part specifically at one point. Get him, Jen. And the guy who was like the man in the military out of all the guys who had made all the accolades, right? He comes and knocks off the song. And he looks like he's like got the most tatters to him. Interesting video. I like the beat, I like the song, I like the lyrics, the video itself. I would need somebody to explain a few things. I still want to know what the line about the campus was. I still don't know that one. But overall it was pretty good. Are we supposed to... Is this like the Arirang symbol in ninja form? I wonder. Maybe. Let's side by side this. Yeah, I'd say that's what that is. Ninja form of Arirang. That's pretty cool. Creative. Huh, that's neat. Well, that's going to wrap it up for the reaction and all of my stuff that I do on normal. I hope you guys are, if you're still around, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I wasn't too like lost, because I felt like I was lost a lot. Not with like the song or the meaning. I was lost with a few things, but not all of it. But like, just, I think just because it's like almost 1 in the morning and I'm tired, I'm not thinking 100% clearly in terms of how to speak, because I haven't really spoken to anybody all day today. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Y'all tell me what you thought about it. If you can answer some of my questions, please drop it in the comments below. I love reading what you guys have to say about it. Let me know if there is another music video out. If not, I'm going to move on to the album listens. I have a feeling you guys probably won't mind either way, so just let me know what you want me to do next, and I'll get on it. I've got a little bit of work to do this weekend. I'll let you guys know when Patreon's up. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I appreciate you guys being here. Y'all stay safe, stay healthy, and I will check you guys later.